Happy birthday, Joe. Joaquin Joe Ramirez Fernandez turned 75. He was born on August 20th, 1941 in Mexico City. This Mexican had a big influence in Formula One. Ramirez is the man in the background who takes the stables by the hand and leads them to success. The result? 479 Grand Prix, 116 victories, and 10 driver titles. During his 40 years in the Great Circus F1, he worked for 8 teams. And for this, we congratulate you, Joe. A full-blooded racer with lots and lots of experience, a lot of contacts, a lot of racing in his blood. Joe is the biggest Mexican in motorsports. In the 60s, he decided to move to Europe. Ramirez worked as an apprentice mechanic for Ferrari. Then he worked for several other Formula One teams like Eagle, Tyrrell, Wilson, and Fittipaldi. Eventually, he found his home in 1983 with McLaren.
It's certainly better than a 9-to-5 job. I actually love it. I've been doing it for nearly 40 years, so it can't be bad. You got to have the petrol in your veins. You have to have the actual passion for it. Without it, you wouldn't be able to do it.
In the late 80s, early 90s, relationships were frosty at McLaren. 2 exceptional talents into a century duel. Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna. Ramirez into the fronts, peacemaker and a good friend.
When Ayrton came into Formula One, Alain Prost was the top. He was number 1, and he was the one that he wanted to catch. He wanted to beat him. And when he started testing with us and racing with us, he was not interested in anybody else in the grid. Just Alain, what time did he do? What tires is he using? What rear wing has he got? What springs has he got? He just wanted to know what Alain was doing, and that's the one he wanted to beat.
He did a great job at McLaren because he combined human components and technicality, which you don't find very often. He was especially important during these years and helped McLaren grow a lot. This man left his mark on the McLaren team by bringing in 7 constructor title wins. Coulthard and Häkkinen appreciated him a lot for this.
When Joe retired, Mika and I wanted to give him a gift because he was such a big part of our careers. So we together bought him a Harley Davidson because we knew he was retiring, so we thought it'd be nice for him to have a cruising bike to go and do some tours.
When Joe Ramirez finally retired, he wanted to tell his life story. Team manager Ron Dennis advised against this, thinking that nobody would be interested in hearing his memoir. Against his mentor's advice, he authored the autobiography Joe Ramirez, Memoirs of a Racing Man in 2005. Inside Grand Prix definitely suggests this book. Today, he is a mentor and idol for all Mexican motor racers. Inside Grand Prix wishes him all the best.